welcome back to
Scarfie TV.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Tristan. Hey, guess what, Anna? Did you know that Scarfie TV has 5 episodes this season already?
Yep, we're halfway through already.
Because of that, we have a jam-packed episode tonight.
We have DunedinMusic.com,
Pitch Black,
Islamic Awareness Week,
and we saw Orjazzm at the crack.
but firstly, we go to Radio 1 Market Day. Yeah. Once again, it's Radio 1 Market Day.
Today we're going to come down and have a look at the stalls, but today we thought we'd try something different. We're actually going to see what it's like to be you, to be a consumer at the market day. Let's check it out. Please have your finest pineapple.
Sure. We've had a great day here at Market Day. If you didn't check it out this month, come back in September. You'll be surprised at the sort of things you can get here.
Even this bad boy, treadmill. Who would have thought? Buy something you're probably never going to use.
Islam Awareness Week all around New Zealand. Quinn and Anna talked to the boys at MUSA, which is Muslim University Student Association.
I'm Anna from Scarfie TV, and we're here at Al Huda Mosque talking to Amar and Muhammad. Can you please tell us about the Muslim Student Association?
Well, yeah, basically we're here to serve the interests of the Muslim students in Dunedin. There's about 100 to 200 of us here, and yeah, so we've got different activities for all the Muslim students, you know, social gatherings and sports and religious activities. And yeah, and we're affiliated with OMA, which is the Regional Muslim Association in Dunedin, who basically runs and owns the mosque. And we have the Friday prayers here, and all the prayers are held here as well.
Right. So how can people get involved in the association?
Yeah, basically by, you know, just volunteering for the odd jobs, and in terms of being part of it, it's the subscription. You just pay the subs and be part of the association. You don't have to be part of the association if you don't want to. You can still join in, usually at no extra cost. And
that's how I joined in last year. I volunteer for a lot of the things for Islam Awareness Week, and the year later I'm the public relations officer. So yeah, but that's how you volunteer, you help in, and I think if you do want to get involved, it's very easy.
Right. So it's Islamic Awareness Week this week, all throughout New Zealand. What have you got in store for the students?
Well, Islam Awareness Week is basically to just educate and reach out to the general public and the students to tell them a bit more about Muslims and Islam in general, and yeah, just to get to know, to build, you know, positive dialogue and understanding between Muslims in Dunedin and around New Zealand in general and the wider community.
Nice. I think also it's a very good opportunity to remove all the stereotypes that people have, and you get to meet real Muslims, and what they instead of what you hear in the media, you can really know what real Muslims are and what they really do. So this is a good chance for people to get to know us. They can come over like during lectures, and after lectures they can ask a lot of questions.
Okay, so are you based at this mosque here, or do you have a place in uni where people can go and talk to you?
During Islam Awareness Week, we have what we call the Dawah Saw, where we have two Muslims, either sometimes male, sometimes female, and they give a lot of pamphlets, and they give out the Quran, or our holy book, and you can always come over. It's from around 12 to 1, so people can come and ask questions. And also, even we have the lectures, the videos and talks, so a lot of people can ask a lot of questions during those. And not to forget the public forum we have it on Sunday, which is it's like an open discussion where people can ask questions and get them answered by by some of the academics here in the university.
Speakers.
It kicks off today, Islamic Awareness Week, with the blood drive. Can you tell me a bit about the blood drive? And why the blood drive?
Well, the blood drive was a very good idea, which one of the Bahraini brothers who suggested it to us, and we worked very much, and it was a very nice idea because it showed the community, the Dunedin community, that we are part of it, and I think to me it's really a token of appreciation to the community.
What else is on this week that you got planned? You've got a barbecue coming up, don't you?
Yeah, well, this week it's just the blood drive, and then next week it officially starts off around New Zealand. And every night we've got a video night where we show, just screen a video or a documentary about Islam and Muslims. And and we also have the mosque open day, 2 mosque open days.
Whenabouts is the mosque open day?
On Wednesday and on Saturday, and there's a free barbecue on Wednesday. And basically, we just have the mosque, just the hall over there set up with the posters and stuff, and people can walk around and ask questions and stuff. And yeah, the final event is on Sunday the 19th, and that's the public forum.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we're also this year we're having a interfaith dialogue,
Oh, yes.
which is to help increase in understanding and tolerance in the Dunedin community. So it's going to be 3 speakers from the Muslim speakers and 3 Christian speakers.
Oh, okay.
And both, each speaker, that we're talking about 3 topics, and each speaker shows the perspective of their religion on this topic. So it's going to be from around 12 to 1 on Thursday. It's going to be in the main common room in the Union. So it's to attract a lot of people. So, and it's a very good thing because it shows that, although we differ in our religion, but we can learn to accept and understand other people and tolerate, that they believe in something else.
And check out Scarfie.com for what's coming up on Islamic Awareness Week, which is on Saturday, there's the Open Mosque Day, and on Sunday, the Public Forum. Okay, thank you very much.
Finally, Art Cafe has reopened. Scarfie TV had a few drinks and talked to the new manager, Kieran.
Hey, I'm Prue reporting for Scarfie TV, and I'm here with Matt, and we're at the relaunch of Art Cafe in Dunedin, and we're just about to go inside and talk to Kieran, who was one of the co-owners. Can you give us a bit of a lowdown on the history of ARC?
Well, ARC traditionally has been a cornerstone of community and culturally based sort of music and expanding the arts to the people sort of centre, and we intend on bringing that back, bringing a lot of the culture as well as not just a gig, like an experience when you go to a bar. Like, I mean, back in the day when I was in first year, I know I'm getting grey and old now, but I remember pint night was great, and I'd come down here and I would get, for lack of a better description, really loaded, and there would be brilliant bands, great atmosphere, and that's what we want to bring back to ARC, lots of live entertainment. My business partner Lisa and I have come into this, and we are full-heartedly managerial. We're here all the time. We're able to, do what needs to be done, and I think a constant managerial position will, increase the likelihood of ARC success.
Well, I must say I was a regular at Tuesday night pint nights years ago as well. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
And I was just wondering if you've still got industrial beer.
Industrial ale, as it was known, was one of the cheap beers on the DB range. Our new drop will be affectionately known as Bogan Bitter. But it will serve the same purpose and be just as grotesque.
Good. Just as cheap, I hope.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, good.
Definitely.
Cool. So can you tell us a bit about the lineup you've got tonight?
Tonight we have the Fee Street Hustle and Julian from the Juju crew. Yep, Fee Street Hustle. And they're here to pretty much rock our socks off tonight. This is our first night being open. We're a bit unprepared, but you got to take the ups with the downs, and there's only one way to learn this sort of stuff.
Yeah. Cool, man. And just a question that Trey wanted to know actually. Are you going for the Turkey Awards this year at the Mothras?
Yes I am. I fully intend on maintaining my legacy as a turkey. 2 years running so far. Be prepared to be blown away
Right.
this year.
Are you going to give us any ideas of your ideas?
Sorry, can't elaborate on that at this point in time.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Basically just come and check out ARC, see what, we've given it a bit of a paint job, cleaned it up a wee bit, it looks a bit nicer, but it's still the same old friendly ARC, but not the same old dirty ARC. Sweet.
This is Matt and Prue at Art Cafe, signing off for Scarfie TV.
This year, Steve Sutton is OUSA's returning officer. If you don't know what a returning officer is, here is Steve to explain.
The returning officer is responsible for promoting the elections, which I've done, the nomination certainly, and then running the election itself. So that's organising the voting and overseeing the candidates. So if they have complaints about what one another's done or another candidate has done, these sorts of things, then I have to hear and adjudicate on those disputes. And then it all goes through to the end of voting, where I then announce the results.
So you're pleased with the candidates for this year so far?
Yes, we have 41 candidates for election, which is 8 less than last year, but that's 9 more than our best previous year in the past decade. So it's the second largest number of candidates we've had in the past 11 years. So that's quite impressive.
It is. So what qualities do you look for in an ideal candidate?
Well, I personally wouldn't look for any qualities, being absolutely neutral and the person who theoretically counts the votes. But I guess I don't have to count the votes anymore, it's all electronic. But what
students looking for?
Well, typically I guess what students would notice in a candidate is someone who runs a good campaign, gets out there, perhaps even gets in people's faces, and just promotes themselves quite a lot over the next week down to the end of voting.
So the nominations closed yesterday, which was Wednesday the 8th of August. When do the voting polls open?
The polls open on Monday the 20th of August, and they're open until 4 p.m. on Thursday the 23rd of August. So you can vote in that 4-day period right up until the end at 4 p.m. on that Thursday. And all voting will be online at elections.ousa.org.nz, simple, and every student will be sent an email in their student mail account with the link to that website. So voting's very easy, and of course you can vote from anywhere in the world. All you need is your student ID number and your date of birth to log on, so it's very easy.
Hey, I had a yarn with the boys from the band Orjazzm. These guys are mint. They play rock music with the jazzy feel. Let's go and check them out. Hey guys, it's Tristan here from Scarfie TV, and at the moment we're going to talk to Orjazzm. Guys, do you guys want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sweet. I'm Sean. I play alto saxophone and I sing a bit.
I'm Jamie. I play the double bass and not the drums.
Hey, I'm Simon. I play guitar and Hammond organ.
And I'm Sam. I play the drums and not the double bass.
Awesome, guys. So how long have you guys been playing as a group?
I suppose I'll take that one. We've been playing as a group since end of February, start of March this year. Yeah, we all played before that, obviously, with our instruments, but just as a group, just like the last, 5 or 6 months.
So, the burning question, why band name is Orjazzm?
It was actually my brainchild, I'm quite happy to say. Just came to me in a dream one day. It was going to either be that or Jazz Simpson or premature ejaculation. But, I mean, Orjazzm's a lot simpler than that. I also want to battle of the saxes, but that's not as funny. Yeah.
What inspired you guys to play jazz music?
Oh, double bass, there's not too many things that actually look cooler than the do-do-do-do-do. So, I mean, what else can you do with it?
Well, I was inspired at high school from a very good guitar teacher. Yeah, a bit of my idol. So, yeah, I did a degree in jazz, moved down to Dunedin, met these guys through a friend.
I'm just a drummer. I'm just filling in space. I should play guitar in a punk band, so that got me into jazz. Like that.
Yeah, saxophone. So again, sort of just play jazz naturally, and that's what I got taught when I started playing. So just get into it.
So guys, do you play your own songs or?
No, we play a lot of sort of standards, like Fly Me to the Moon and that sort of ones that everyone knows. But we do sort of do our own interpretations of a whole heap of different songs. We've got a great version of Wonderwall by Oasis, Rocket Man, which is amazing, and like Creep by Radiohead.
So what do you guys actually have a normal place you play at so people can check you guys out?
Yeah, there's Orjazzm in the Crack every Sunday. We'll turn up, just do sort of long, pulsating jazz all afternoon long. Heard it's the best oral you can get in town. We play at Raba and ISIS a lot as well, playing at Raba on the 24th of August and doing a lot of balls coming up. So, what is it, Knox Ball, Law Ball, Malaysian Students Ball, quite a few balls and so on.
Sweet. So what's the future for Orjazzm?
We were thinking we'd go and do the carbon neutral thing and buy a tree after every gig, and then we could be Orjazzm, we clean up after ourselves. Yeah. But maybe in the long run we're thinking a cruise ship. It'd be pretty cool to travel around the Caribbean playing to middle-aged American women and so on. Yeah.
Awesome guys. Well, thank you very much for talking to us. This is Tristan at Scarfie TV.
Around campus this week is a student art exhibition and competition. So let's go check out some of the artworks.
Today is the Student Art Exhibition, the Art Zone Student Art Exhibition. They have sponsored us our main prizes. The commended people get the $20 vouchers, and then the winners of each category, like the ceramics and painting and photography, they get the $50 Art Zone voucher. We have 423 pieces of art and probably about 50 entrants, so it's the biggest one so far. It's huge. Everyone has their own style, yeah, and there's lots of so many different types of style, like mixed media and sculptures and there's just everything under the sun. That's here, right here.
What did you like?
My favourite one is probably that pink one right there that you can see. It is a really good way for a student to make a bit of money. The most expensive piece we have is about $900, and then the cheapest probably about $10. So there's a big range right up through there. So people price them, yeah, as they want. I don't know how people price them. I guess it's their costs plus their time. Or whatever they think a piece is worth. Yeah. Really happy with the result. Yeah, really amazing. It's amazing. So many people. Great turnout.
Pitch Black performed its usual trippy electronic music. It was complemented by visuals no drugs can recreate.
Pitch Black is about how these people try to get off the planet.
I had a studio that had no windows, and it was called Pitch Black Studios. And when Patty and I met, we got asked to play at the gathering, and we didn't really have a name. And I can't even remember what ones we tried, but Pitch Black just kept coming back, so we ditched the studio and stole the name.
So it's nothing to do with the movie?
No, it was before the movie.
Where do you get your visuals from?
Film some, sample some, got friends that make stuff for us and send it to us. So it's a sort of collage of stuff, and there's a catalogue of 10 years of bits of video, so I just keep recycling stuff from the old days and make new stuff, and just evolves. Yeah, it's from all over the place. The video show tends to sort of truck along mainly behind as the audio is constructed. My day job, if you like to call it a day job, is doing large scale video production for events. So I've got an ongoing contract with Louis Vuitton to drop visuals at their big parties they have around the world, and been working with Mike Mizrahi on the big projects he does for Tourism New Zealand. So we've got the big rugby ball happening in front of the Eiffel Tower in October. It's a rugby ball, inflatable rugby ball with projections on the inside.
Have you had any conflict with the creative process?
It's the creative process.
And, oh gosh, what's the natural glowing woman? Suzanne Paul? Tell us about Suzanne Paul.
Yeah. No. Okay. Folks, the Blue Monkey was a cynical attempt to manufacture a novelty hit, and I've done the odd jingle in the past, and it was a jingle job. They said, "Do you want a fee or would you like royalties?" I said, "I'll take a fee." Yeah. So along with this guy in the recording studio who did this track. So yeah.
Did it do well or flop?
It flopped.
Right, I don't think I'd ever heard of it.
No, it didn't even do anything.
Right. A precursor to her next flop.
Yeah. I'm not proud of it. It was wrong. I'll do some community service. Yeah.
When you're playing live, you're like a multi-limbed creature. Have you had any conflict with the creative process?
It's the creative process is conflict.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, we like different things, and we have a democratic process where we both must agree on something for it to go through.
So tell us about your gear. What gear do you use?
A few computers.
Yeah. 3 computers, a sampler, 2 sound cards, 2 keyboards, a few other MIDI controllers. Do you a show and tell. Normally this would take place on a time lapse and it would happen a lot faster. Cool, right, so this is how we play live. We've got 2 computers running Ableton Live. This one does drums and bass, this one does instruments. This computer over here is doing the visuals. But both computers are chasing the MIDI clock. They're both synchronized from this computer, and so by hitting go on this, I've got all these buttons are set to play a particular part of the song. So I hit that button, we get those coming in. I've got a filter on this, then I can bring in some top end, the next button, or some brakes, filter the brakes around. Jump anywhere, drop all of those out, then bring in kick drum. So all the songs are broken up into maybe 15, 20, 16 sections, so we can go absolutely anywhere, jump around. Then I've got sounds on the top that I can play. I can trigger like that. Can bring in extra percussions, turn those off, go to a kick drum, bring some samples. Yeah, we've got filters and things for acid and stuff here. Different acid parts, so another send it to a delay. So while I'm selecting different things in different songs and moving around those, I'm sending all the sounds to Mike, and he's got these 2 controllers which are acting like a mixing desk. So you've got the individual sounds. Turn these down. So he's got the kick drum, the brakes, the bass, percussion, hi-hats, sounds. So on these, Mike's has got as well as EQ, treble and bass and things up here, we've got effects, so we can send things to reverb, we can send things to delay. So the delays are all timed to the tempo of the song, so that putting the delay on something. And then there's also another delay up here, which is coming back into this channel, and this has got EQ and is feeding back to itself. And this is the dub. This is what you can sweep around. So by sweeping the EQ on the dub here, let's get this going. You can do that big trippy shit. So as I'm moving around the song, I mean this just shows what you can do with one sound Shows you what you can do with one sound with dub on it. We can sweep right through the whole spectrum. So that's just a kick drum that's generating that, let alone when you start bringing in the other sections and adding them into the dub. Bring the top end, start putting that into the dub. Bring the bass in. Bring the acid. So you can see how everything is very live. So I'm jumping around anywhere in the song. Mike's also got control over the structure by turning things off and on. He dubs it up, wets it up, and I try not to solo the bass at the same moment that Mike's muting the bass. And that's sort of it.
Wait.
Does it make up for the blue monkey?
Yes. do you ever swap?
Oh, I come and impinge on Mike's territory from time to time, but he doesn't usually touch the keyboard.
Do you get signals? Just in case you do drop bass at the same time?
Oh yeah, no, that you know, the unexpected is part of the thing. It takes us to new places.
Cool.
You know. Yeah, you know, if that sort of thing. If I go, I'm going to just solo the bass, and Mike goes, I'm going to mute the bass. Everything drops out, and it's count very carefully to 4 and bring it back in. It's all part of the thing.
And do you duck around to the computers to?
No, the one thing we do, you see, is as I step through these scenes, you can see this is. If you look down at the screens, you can see the buttons triggering the different tracks. The way we've got it set up is that we never have to look at the computer screens or touch them. It's all done from here, and so I have my cheat sheet telling me every button is programmed for every song, and every slider has a different function for every song. So that's why I've got all these sheets for every song of all the things that I can do. Yeah, but you don't have to. You don't need necessarily have all this gear. Lots of people use Ableton just straight off the computer. Just either you can, because you as well as as well as triggering clips and sounds from the MIDI keys, you can trigger them from the QWERTY keyboard. Yeah.
And alrighty. What about something like this? Can you connect the computer up to that?
Yes, well, this is connected to the computer.
Alrighty.
Yeah, all this mixing here is actually happening inside live. Like I'll show you that dub sweeping that I was doing before. This is the EQ curve of the dub. Roll that. And come down here. So here you can see this is what this controller is doing. So we're not DJs.
Last Saturday was DunedinMusic.com's second birthday bash. A great lineup of DJs and bands played at Refuel. Kavi talks to Scott Muir, one of the founders of DunedinMusic.com.
Hey, so I'm Kavi, and we're here today with Scott Muir from DunedinMusic.com. And morning Scott, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks man. How you doing?
Good. So you're one of the founders of DunedinMusic.com. Could you tell us a bit about the website and what it offers to the local Dunedin music scene?
Yeah, sure. It was started in 2003 by some students and myself. We got together and decided there was a need to be able to support the local music community. And basically it's kind of grown from there. It's gotten into a bit of a crazy website. It's got all sorts of different things on it.
Cool. So DunedinMusic.com turns 2 very soon?
Yes, we've actually officially turned 2, but we weren't able to have the gig on our second birthday. The date didn't work, so we've moved it a couple of weeks, but the celebrations are going to happen this weekend, yeah.
Cool. So the site has grown quite a bit over the past 2 years, and now along with the gig guide, you've got a music store, and even the ability for people to upload their own music and videos. Like, do you feel like the community's really embraced this?
Yeah, they have, particularly the younger musicians. There's a lot of young musicians coming through, the ones who are in their first year at university or the ones who are still at high school. That's evidenced by the huge numbers that were at the Smoke Free Rock Quest this year. But yeah, they're definitely grabbing onto the ideas that they can do more than just have a profile on the site, and they're using it as a way of forming a community, which is really what we're all about in the first place.
Awesome. So like, we've seen a lot of talented acts actually coming out of Dunedin woodwork lately. How do you feel about the burgeoning music community though?
Well, it's probably not any different to any other city of its size in the country, in that there are people here making music. The difference is that there's a support network here for them, and that's what doesn't occur in other cities. And I guess that by having that from a young age, that when they do get to a point where they're actually trying to make a living out of it, that they might be able to do something with that.
Cool. So, and also like DunedinMusic.com is cool because it's not just for the students, it's for like the whole music community, which is really important.
And we're not just about rock and roll, we're not just about drum and bass or country and western or whatever it is. If you're a Dunedin musician and you're into making music in Dunedin in any way, shape or form, DunedinMusic.com is the place for you.
Awesome, awesome. Yep. So a big birthday bash is in order.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you have lined up for the day?
It's all about the party. Well, there's 17 different acts playing. We've got an all-ages gig that starts at 2 and runs through until 6. We're providing a meal and some drinks for all the artists that are playing between 6 and 7. Doors open again at 7 to the public, and then we're going right through until the wee hours with all sorts of different acts. We've got people that started out 25 years ago, and we've got people that have started out this year. So it is a true celebration of Dunedin music.
Cool, man. Cheers for chatting with us, Scott, and happy birthday at DunedinMusic.com.
Thanks very much, man. We're looking forward to it.
Go. And if you're a Dunedin musician or you're just keen on supporting the local music scene, join DunedinMusic.com. It's an awesome, unique resource and a great way to become part of the booming Dunedin music industry.
Next week on the show, we talk to some OUSA candidates.
Scarfie TV showcase talent at the Open Mic Night.
We check out the Minway gig.
Thanks for watching. See you next time at Scarfie
Scarfie TV.
TV.